Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with a Blu-ray, DVD, and VHS update.
Let's get physical, physical. I wanna get physical.
Media.
I wanted to get this video up before Wild Eye Week begins, and that starts in about an hour from now, so cutting it kind of close. I really want my videos for the next 7 days to focus on Wild Eye, with the exception of my Tuesday Top Tuesday video, which was already scheduled. But now, on to the update. What do you say? Let's start with the Blu-ray. It's technically a Blu-ray DVD digital combo pack of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I've held off getting this one just because of the runtime, but I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. So I finally picked it up, and I cannot wait to watch it. On to the DVDs now with The Believers. I finally found a copy of this one. This is the out-of-print MGM DVD, which I have not seen around in years. I found this out-of-print MGM Midnight Movies DVD double feature of Angel Unchained and Cycle Savages. Here's Cops, the animated series from the late 80s. This is the complete first and only season, released by Shout Factory. I found another Anchor Bay for my collection. It's Roseanne, the Halloween edition DVD. Now here's the story with this one. I used to see this DVD around all the time when it was released, but I never picked it up. I did pick up this Echo Bridge release of Roseanne, Tricks and Treats. It contains all 8 Halloween episodes from the series. The Anchor Bay release, however, only contains 7 of them. It's missing Satan Darling from the 9th season of Roseanne. Of course, this turned out to be one of those situations. When I decided I wanted the Anchor Bay release, I couldn't find it anymore because it was out of print. And so I'm glad I finally found it now. I love the cover too. And now, on to the VHS tapes. I found this full-length screening copy of Friday Night Lights on VHS, but I don't think Johnny Depp would approve. Amber Heard is naked in this. I also found this really cool screener double feature of Down, Out, and Dangerous and Tails You Live, Heads You're Dead. I found some pure nostalgia with this VHS release of Double Dragon. And speaking of nostalgia, here's a tape I used to rent a lot when I was younger. For some reason, I loved this movie. Alive. This is actually one I've always sort of kept an eye out for, and believe it or not, I've only just now come across a VHS copy. I haven't seen it since I used to rent this tape back in the day. I picked up a VHS copy of Unfaithful because, well, naked Diane Lane. Why not? And speaking of naked, I found Species on VHS. Here's sort of an oddball from 1986, The Canterville Ghost. This one stars Ted Wass from Blossom and a young Alyssa Milano. I found a couple more Hitchcock tapes I needed for my collection, Dial M for Murder, and what would end up being Alfred Hitchcock's final film, Family Plot. Now this was cool. I recently showed you guys a cut box edition I found of The Deadly Intruder. In that thrift haul video, I mentioned that I hoped to find an uncut box eventually to replace it. Well, just like that, I found one. This, as you can see, is the Thorn EMI video clamshell release of this Lost on VHS slasher. I love this cover art. Here's the Star Maker VHS release of Dead Heat, starring Treat Williams and Joe Piscopo. Such a fun movie. And a Star Maker and Anchor Bay VHS release of The Exterminator. Here's an obscurity that I also own on DVD and no one ever talks about. Stranger in the House. This one stars Kathleen Kinmont because cops do it by the book. I found The Fantasist on VHS, another one that doesn't get discussed too often. Speaking of never discussed, here's an insanely rare VHS tape, Barrio Boys, with a Z. This is a shot on video, sort of gang version of the Blair Witch Project. At least, that's how my friend who watched this described it. Regardless, this is a rare tape. Here's another one for my Hulk Hogan VHS collection and one for the Christmas shelf. Santa with Muscles. Jason and I were literally just talking about this movie last night on the stream. Neighbors. It's a dark comedy that borders on the line of horror comedy. I grabbed Zathura on VHS. This is basically the sci-fi Jumanji, and I bought it because it's a later VHS release. This one is not too common, being released toward the end of the VHS era. I found Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight on VHS, and Tales from the Crypt presents Bordello of Blood on VHS. This one looks like a lot of fun. Homeboy. This is a Scimitar VHS release. Here's one of my lesser-known favorites. It's the original Embassy Home Entertainment VHS release of Vice Squad. I was so happy to find this tape. Here's the Canon Video VHS release of the Klaus Kinski slasher film, Schizoid. Orgy of the Dead, a masterpiece of erotic horror, written by Ed Wood. I finally came across a copy of The Doom Generation on VHS. This tape is insanely rare and super pricey online. I do have it on DVD as well, and that's also expensive. And by the way, this tape opens like this. Here's one you don't see every day, another rare tape. Billy the Kid versus Dracula. And last, but definitely not least, probably my most exciting find in the bunch. Bloodbath at the House of Death. This is a super rare, lost on VHS, 1984 horror comedy starring Vincent Price. And this, as you can see here, is the original media release. So there you have it, guys, another collection update. What do you think? Comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind, subscribe.